Good morning.
Good morning.
It's Monday morning with Merle and Patti.
At 11 in the morning.
Pacific time.
Right. Do you want to tag yes?
Yes, say yes. Push yes.
Well, there is no yes.
Just say tap. I can't read it.
Tag.
We're on air right
Tagged.
now.
Okay. Hello, Yvonne. How are you?
Hi, Yvonne. Yes, every Monday at 11 a.m. Pacific time, Merle and I, Merle, the relationship miracle worker, and me, everybody's favorite good witch, psychic medium. Well, not everybody's favorite, but Merle's favorite.
Definitely my favorite. Absolutely.
We talk about relationships because that's what we kind of do for a living. So you can bring your questions. We have subjects we come up with.
Yes.
We appreciate you listening in. We appreciate you participating. And what are we talking about today, Merle?
I'm going to tell you what we're talking about
Tell
today.
me what we're going to talk about today.
What are your gift-giving traditions? For this month, we're going to do a lot about the holidays and stuff. Christmas is coming up. Today at sundown will be the second day of Hanukkah. So there's all kinds of holiday traditions, and even more than the two I just mentioned.
There's Yule, there's Kwanzaa, there's a lot.
So it's a very holiday-ish kind of month. And so what are your gift-giving traditions? Because a lot of people do give gifts during this time, and not everybody does.
And so, and it often comes up with relationships, either new relationships, someone you're just starting to date or see, what's appropriate to get. Does it look like you're trying too hard? You should get something little. You shouldn't get something. Should it be personal, not personal? You're meeting their family for the first time.
Right. They're mad at you. Should you give him a gift anyway? I mean, it is his family. Those kinds of things. Or how about you don't know what to give? I have a tradition. I have a tradition that everybody gets a gift until they're 21. After that, it's cash. Everyone's happy.
And in my family, we stop for the holidays, for the Christmas, Yule, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, because I celebrate them all. Holidays.
The best way.
The best way. Just it's holiday season. We stopped giving gifts because the pressure got so big. Even my husband and I, his daughter's grown. We don't have a big family. But we just started a tradition years ago. We kind of had like an orphan Christmas where all our friends who are here in LA came over because they weren't where their family was. So it was potluck. And then at the time, we're talking like 20 years ago, everybody was struggling actors and struggling musicians. And it's like, people can't really afford presents. Not even the gift exchange. You spend 20, you spend 10. So we started with the old habit of white elephant, and it's become a thing. People will all year find for the best or the worst white elephant present. I have never had so much fun at the holidays since we gave up real presents. Because it's clever. We have little rules. You cannot go out and buy it. You could re-gift something. You could find it in your house. You could have bought it years ago, but you can't go out and buy a thing. So really, people get really clever and really funny. So there's really, really good gifts that people fight for because you could fight for them, and there's really, really bad gifts that people fight to get rid of, and it's a blast. And nobody's spending a dime.
Yes, yes, yes. It's absolutely a lot of fun, and. So that's a great way to solve problems when you're there. But I have family that's elsewhere. So and sometimes you actually don't want to give cash. You don't want to give money.
Right. That's a deep family thing. Not somebody you're just first dating, not somebody a new relationship, husband, wife. That's a little different.
Even family. Sometimes, so one of the things I do is I'll send a food basket, or what is it? Those flowers made out of candy, things like that.
Yeah.
They're consumable, and they don't have to keep them. You know what I mean?
And that's really important because, again, a lot of people, I'm a tchotchke person and I have a house full of stuff. But people don't always know my taste. And I have certain friends. One of my bestest friends in the world lives out of state, even when he lived here, it was like, do not give them anything that is not perishable, that cannot be eaten or drank within a week.
Yeah.
Don't give it to them. And that's kind of fun. So you know you're not going to give them something that doesn't match their house, or an outfit
Right.
they're not going to want to wear, or
Right.
isn't going to fit.
Right.
You know, like gift basket, they make those stack up baskets, all sorts of really fun things.
Right. Right. Yeah. So I think that's that really works. And sometimes, really, don't pressure yourself. Sometimes you can just send them a card.
Yeah.
You know, and just because it's not about a gift, it's about I'm thinking of you, and I care about you enough. Sometimes people. How about the people that send those long stories? They give their whole year.
Yes, the holiday book, which is great. It's so funny again, and they've been kind of made fun of over the years, but they're great.
Yeah,
You're somebody you don't see very often. It's
right.
like I just caught up with their whole dang family
Right.
in 2 pages.
and you really
small
say,
written type.
"Oh, that's really kind of neat." Because
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you care. You're so busy that your life gets pushed together, and you don't have that extra moment for those extra people that you care about. And when they tell you about it, you know, that's cool. That's very, very cool.
It is.
So there are ways that. The other thing is, how about people that just they're tight on cash? There's a lot of people tight on cash.
Half the world, more than half the world.
Yes, and so you can make something. And you, again, when you understand that this is about saying, I care about you enough, I want to give you something, and here is something that I made that it'll either be something that you like or something that will remind you of me to let you know that I really do care. Those kinds of things.
Right. That's what I do. When I do gifts, not for the holidays, I make oils. One of my specialties is making magical oils. So I will make somebody a special blend for themselves, and that's a perfect present.
Yes.
People who bake really well, maybe you want to make them a cake or some
Yes.
cookies.
Yes.
Also, what's new in the new generation, the millennials and beyond that, it's about experience, not about things. So what if you put in a little card? It could be night at the theater and a dinner somewhere, or it can be a picnic at the beach and an IOU thing that it isn't going to cost you money you don't have, like a stroll around the park and Experiential is what actually they're saying is much more important. What is important to people right now than things.
So are you saying that you do a little IOU? So if you gave me one, it would mean you and I would go to the beach.
Yes.
Oh, that's a kind of
yeah.
thing. I like that.
It's
I like
like
that.
well, you make a I made a coupon book once of just that. It's like, this is good for one trip to the zoo. Hot dogs on me. Whatever that is, whatever the whole thing, and it could be from elaborate and fancy to cost you nothing. To I'm making us a picnic, and we're going to go sit at the park, and it's magical gifts.
Yes.
So again, I cannot really read today because I lost a contact or something.
Yeah.
But if you guys have any good ideas, we'd like to hear them, and she could tell us what they say.
Tanika says, I try to be creative. Oh, yes, I love writing poems.
Poems.
Yeah, that's
we
very
were at
nice.
poems are
Especially if they don't have to rhyme.
No, but poetry's making a comeback. I love that. I remember when I was a kid, poetry, and now Merle and I go to a club called Cloak and Dagger. It's a private club. And one of the most magical things they had a couple of weeks ago was this kind of like a psychic intuitive girl who had an old-fashioned typewriter. She would look at you and write a poem.
I have a poem from her.
I have a
But
poem from her.
wait, before it goes away. Lisa says, when my children were small, oh, darn.
Can you scroll back down?
I don't know. I've never...
Yes,
I can. Oh, when my children were small, I would have them make a coupon book for their dad and me. Oh. It was so great to see what they'd come up with. They were so generous.
That is beautiful.
I love that.
And again, it could even be like, I'll wash the dishes for a week. I mean, if you're into that domestic side of things and all that.
Yeah.
Or you can get naughty with it too. I mean, if you're at that kind of relationship, you can get a little risque.
Yeah.
With your IOUs and coupon books.
Yeah.
And gift certificates. Just call it a gift certificate. A gift certificate for whatever.
I like that.
I do too.
What did I get for Nathan? Oh, that. Well, well, we won't talk about that.
It's too X-rated for Monday morning. The Merle and Nathan story. We have to wait for the late night version or the European version.
So I think we've. Did we miss anything?
I don't know that we've missed everything. So again, with new relationships, talk about what you don't know, and surprise and thoughtfulness and heart is what matters, not how much you spend. It's just like, wow, that person likes pink, you're giving them a pink pen.
And people, I want to add that I know that there are so many mixed families that come from the heart, go past what you think people think of you, go past that and make it heart to heart. It can be something small, but just give them a flower, whatever it is. Do something with the sense of, let's start out fresh. I care about you. Sometimes it doesn't work. They're still jerky. But sometimes you get past their guard and they appreciate it, and you make a new piece of your relationship.
Yeah.
So that's, I hate to go because we have people watching us.
Hello, people watching. If you like us, watch us next week. Tell your friends about it. They can go watch it on the rerun.
Yes.
If you don't like us, tell us why you don't like us privately. You guys suck and your camera's always upside down. We know. We were told that was part of our charm. And have beautiful holidays. Make it fun.
Next week we're going to talk about, so get ready and have some ideas. Are you using FaceTime and Skype and Zoom more these holidays now that that's available? Cooking together is fun and sexy. Oh, that's a really good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah, you could use a lot of different people. I love you guys. Oh, I'm working on ornaments.
Oh, see, you guys are so
Lisa.
clever. Thank you. That is good. And cooking, yes, cooking for somebody could be one of those gift certificates. Or again, if you want to spend a cooking class
with the kids, or you could do it dressed interestingly with your
dressed interestingly. Aprons only.
Aprons only. You cook up something really good.
This is my friend Merle Singer. She's the relationship miracle worker. I am Patti Negri. You can find us both on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Do you want to give her any specifics? Buy her book, Cracking the Relationship Code.
Yes, you haven't been buying it. Please buy it.
Please buy it.
And then write a review. Again, if you like it.
And mine's coming out really soon.
Yes. So get in the habit of buying
our books.
Right. Hey.
Ebooks, whole books.
A good present. Think about that. Cracking the Relationship Code by a charming, charming author.
Yeah. With purple hair. I don't know who that is. So. Thank you guys for tuning in. We will see you next week. Have a great week. Subscribe to both of our newsletters. Do all the stuff we tell you every week. You can find everything about us right here on Facebook or on me. So, happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah. Bye.
Bye, Jeannie. Or hello.
Hello. Can't touch the button. We can't turn the button off.
Jeannie.